Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning to you.
How have you been?
I'm doing great. I felt elated to talk with you. Thank you for accepting my request.
And thank you for reaching out and wanting to have this conversation. I am
How
also
have you been?
excited. I'm also doing great by the grace of Almighty God. Thank you for asking me too.
I am Babida. I hail from a small, beautiful state, Kerala. I am a
Oh,
teacher. I have been working for the past 20 years. Moreover, I am a mother of four wonderful children, and
okay.
I have blessed with a grandchild too. And
Oh,
in addition to that, I am an interviewing person with unique blend of interest in English.
that's nice. That's nice to hear from you. Okay, let me introduce myself as well. After that, we'll continue our further discussion. Okay.
Sure, sure.
So, yeah, I am Mohsina. I come from Assam. Moreover, I have completed graduation and I hold a B.Ed degree. Furthermore, I am a homemaker, mother to two kids. On top of that, I have recently started my YouTube channel by the name English with Mohsina. Apart from that, I guide some learners, some lower intermediate learners and beginners. It's been 1 year I have been guiding. So my dream is to become proficient spoken English trainer as well as communication skill coach. So I have been trying to improve my skills every day and I have been trying and I have been improving. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great to hear. That is lovely.
Okay. As you have told, you are from Kerala. How is the weather these days?
It is hot now. The summer
Oh,
season started.
yeah, same here. I can say for last 2 days here also the winter has done and dusted. It is sunny outside today.
Sunny.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. I want to ask you, as you have told you are a teacher, do you teach in English medium school?
I am working in public sector.
Okay.
My school has English medium classes and Malayalam medium classes, and
Okay.
I am teaching in English medium classes now.
Okay. Now you are teaching in English medium.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Still you are a teacher, right? Still you are working.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you talk to your children, students in English?
Most probably, I interact with the children mostly in English.
Okay, okay. So when did you start your journey of learning English? Or did you start deliberately or just by talking to your students you have been learning this language? What is your journey of learning this language? And how much time did it take to become fluent?
Yeah, I have had the passion since my childhood.
Okay.
After my studies, I started my career as a teacher. While I was working, I went abroad to join my spouse. I had taken leave and went abroad. And at that time, I tried to get a job.
In which
It,
country did you go, ma'am?
sorry,
In which country abroad you told?
uh, Saudi Arabia. And
Saudi
then,
Arabia. Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
I had tried to get a job, but the English was it was very challenging for me to because of the communication skill. So, but at that time there was no environment to flourish our English. When I
Mhm.
came back and rejoined my school, and my children were grown up now, and I decided to rejuvenating my experiences as learning English and learning a new skill.
Okay.
Then it has been for 6 months. Learning English seriously. The
Okay.
initial month I focus on listening English content and
Mhm.
listen to some classes. Simultaneously, I recorded myself and practice the mirror talking. It will
Mhm.
help me to improve my body language
Mhm.
and eye contact while speaking to
Right,
others.
right, right. Mhm.
Then gradually I moved to speaking through audio calls, practicing speaking audio calls, and then I wish to resonate with YouTubers like you, and
Okay.
it will also improve my confidence level.
True.
And I extended my journey to YouTube, watching conversational videos and learning something new vocabulary, idioms, phrases like that. And I incorporate these words into my next conversation purposefully. And moreover that I recently started my journaling too. That is my
Yeah.
English skill.
Wonderful. And you are doing everything in an appropriate manner, in an organized manner. At first, you started listening, then you started recording your own voice. After that, you started talking to people through audio call. And now you have started your journey through video call, which gives us confidence and we can observe how we talk, our facial expression, body gesture. It also matters a lot, right?
Yeah,
So you are
definitely.
in right track. You are in right track. Moreover, I want to ask one thing that in which part you have faced difficulty and still you are facing that this part I am struggling to improve.
The initial days it was challenging for me, uh, and I was struggling at that time. And the listening, recognized that listening not only improve our communication skill. When if we want to speak, then you really start speaking. Then only we can when practice the when more will be the practice, the more will be the result. And with the time
True,
and the fluency will not come overnight. It will come
true.
after only with time and practice.
100%. 100% I do agree. Yeah.
Yeah, then when coming to the basic level to beginner level, it is quite easy. And but from the beginner level to intermediate level, it is more challenging, I think.
Mhm. Yeah. And intermediate to advanced level, it takes years and years. It's kind of
Yeah.
plateau. It's kind of plateau. We don't see the improvements, but after all, if we have the patience and if we don't bother about the results, just keep practicing. One day that day will also come. Then when we can see that now we are the advanced speaker, right? Because we
Yeah,
all have
yeah.
to become the advanced speaker.
Consistency, hard work, and patience is are the ingredients of success. Like, and we climb when we climb the ladder, gradually we can climb high and high.
High and high. There are some steps we can't reach that higher position from the lower position, right? It takes time
Yeah,
and we need to go in the step way. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Now I want to ask different questions related to your profession, and you are already an experienced person. I'm a mother of two kids. My son is in class 5, my daughter is in class 1. And I think, as you have told, you are already a grandmother. So you have already experienced through your children and you have been teaching. So my first question is that earlier I would say that we didn't have that much of pressure of studying. We would play a lot. But nowadays, we all parents are running behind the marks that if my child is not getting more than 90 or 95, then my child is not good at studies. So according to you, what is it true? And what kind of percentage should a child get to prove that the child is good at studies? Because as a mother, it is also my concern. I notice that they don't want to study that much. They study, but they don't understand, okay, I need to get more than 90%. Some of the
Mm.
students are there, very rare. In a class, maybe 2 or 3 students are there. They're so studious and they
Yeah,
study. And even parents, they send their children to the tuition. After coming from the school, they don't have time to play or do the co-curricular activities. They have
yeah.
to go to the tuition for 2 to 3 hours and then
That's
only they
right.
get more than 90 or 95 and then parents get satisfied. But when it
That
comes
is
to
right.
me, I am not able to do that. I don't know why. I'm not sending my children to the tuition to get that higher marks, and my children, they want to enjoy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
am I doing the correct things? What is your take
Yeah,
on this?
definitely you are doing the correct path because also have done this type of nurturing my children. I also mentioned you I have four children. Then I never send them to tuition classes up to 12th class.
Okay.
They get the studies and they listen from the classes itself. Then they work on my home. Then they concentrate on their studying. They got the chances to go for playing outside football or anything they want. and they never go to the tuition classes up to 12th. In my opinion, and listening from the school itself and working on their what they have already taken from the class and concentrate on their things, and that is enough for their upgrading their skill and getting high marks. That is enough for. Then one more point I have to add: getting higher marks or getting high grade is not make a man only successful. Successful person can, an average student can also improve from on his high school session from or his +1 +2 level, and he can go he can even make a successful, we can make a successful person, not from the lower plus classes itself. And this is my point of view about the tuition classes and grading high, getting high grades and marks.
Yeah, because it is my concern. Sometimes it frustrates me that I'm doing the wrong thing because I'm not forcing them to study more and more and just get to good marks. Because I noticed that even school, they also encourage the students to get more than 90, and they give the reward as well, who get the
Yeah,
top ranks.
yeah,
So
yeah,
those students who are not getting around 95 or more than 95, maybe some parents are there, they feel bad about themselves, and they also think that no, we should also pressurize our children to get the higher mark. So at times I feel like frustrated that what should I do? Should I also? I feel it's okay
academic,
when
yeah,
class, when they'll be in higher class, 10th or ninth maybe, if they need tuition classes, then it is okay. Or even though they don't think that we need tuition classes, they need to study more rather than now, because now they are in lower class. So I feel that why should I pressurize them now to study more and more, right? This is the phase they should know each and everything about the
yeah,
culture, about the environment. This is the time to explore different things. But if
things,
we are
yeah,
just focusing in books only, I noticed that some students, they mug up, they memorize
yeah,
the
Maghu.
question, they get good marks, but it doesn't mean that they're so brilliant. Rather than doing that, what I believe that we should try to teach them in a holistic manner. They
Yeah,
should have the knowledge
definitely.
what is
Yeah,
there in the book, and
mm,
rather than just asking, okay, memorize, try to
yeah,
by yourself, try to write the answer from your own side by
yeah,
thinking, right?
yeah. Then when the children are mugging up the content of the textbook into the paper, they have no practical knowledge. And nowadays in Kerala, the questions are asking like in a practical level. The questions are more questions are in a practical level, every subject related with. So while they are doing more and more tasks related with the practical level, they can answer anything. And while they are mugging up, they can only answer that much of that type of questions only.
Questions. Yes, yes. That's why I encourage my children to read the whole book thoroughly, all the chapters. Read, and what questions come, you just try to answer by yourself. You may get
Yeah.
less mark, it's okay, but they are trying to answer by themselves only. It
Mhm.
happens. Some students, if they mug up, they get confused if they get another question, different questions, and
Mhm.
they make it differently.
Yeah.
But still, when they get less mark, I also feel little bit bad that maybe I'm doing wrong thing. It happens.
No,
That's
no.
why I
It is the
to ask you.
exact path.
Yeah.
When we have in our syllabus in Kerala syllabus, we are concentrating on the discourses, not for the content and conversation and thoughts and description. That is some kind of discourses we are practicing them. When and then the children can make conversation when while giving an interactive passage or a narrative, then they can make their own conversation from that passage, and we are concentrating on the discourses more than that of the content, so they
Mm.
can answer any question in practical level. And in addition to that, we are also giving importance to the co-curricular activities like arts, uh, art festival, and like games like football, kabaddi, art. And these things are also encouraging them to learn more interactive session, and they can foster the teamwork and critical thinking on always. Then that will create an interesting approach to learning also.
That's true. That's nice as well. But still, one thing is that we all want our children to get success in life, right? And we can't deny that studying is not important. We can't deny that study is always important, right?
Yeah.
We should study at least some time every day. It should be disciplined manner. So I want to ask you that how we can make the studies interesting or teaching style interesting so that they can enjoy it as a mother and as a teacher
Yes.
as well.
It's an interesting question. By creating a child-friendly approach, we can make the studies more engaging and interesting. For instance, and by incorporating the language games, quizzes, that will make them learning fun. And apart from that, encourage them to participate in the group discussions and role plays, participate in the role plays that will make them more engaging and fun in learning, more interactive. And in addition to that, the activities like hands-on activities like experiments and project making them learning more interactive. And in our home surroundings, we can do they can study their themselves, encourage them to do their themselves. We cannot pressure them, and we can check them while they are studying. Are they studying or not? If they need help, we can assist them.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your experience. Definitely, I will apply these methods as well because as a mother, it is my concern that how can I make my children to understand them. Study is also important as well as co-curricular activities. Ma'am, do you have any question for me?
And tell me, as I mentioned, as you mentioned me, in your introduction, you are a BEd, you are a graduation, you have taken the graduation of BEd, and
Yes.
and do you have experience in working as a
No,
teacher?
no, I don't have.
You.
I qualified TET in 2021, but I
Mm.
have B.Ed degree and it was lower primary TET. So those people, those aspirants who had DLED, I don't have DLED. So it
Yeah.
was difficult for me to get the job here. And my for general caste also it becomes quite difficult to get a
But
job in government.
you can apply in high schools and UP section too.
I can, but I'm not getting that much interest to go outside and to do job now. Let's see, my children, they are now too young. They need my
Mhm.
time. I need to
Mhm.
guide them. So as I have been guiding now some learners from home, what I do after sending them to the school, I start giving classes through
That's
online.
also interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I don't want to. Let's see that in future, if it works for me, if I can become a proficient spoken English trainer, then I will do and I will go with this only because it is convenient for me. I can do it from home simultaneously. I can look after all the house chores. I can cook as well. And when my children come after that, I am free. I can spend
Yeah.
quality time with them. So right
Mhm.
now I'm not thinking. So when they will grow up, it may be change. I don't know now. Yeah.
Wonderful. How was your English journey? How you reached
Journey,
in this
journey.
platform?
Okay. I kicked off my journey in 2022. As you told, you had the dream to become since your childhood, but I didn't have in since my childhood because I studied in completely in Assamese medium school. So I didn't know the importance of English in that time because no one spoke in English in my childhood. Only my father spoke, but still I didn't see any children speaking in English. But when I enrolled my name in college, then I saw that some of my friends who would study in English medium school, they spoke in English. And I felt bad about myself that as I didn't study in English medium school, I am not able to. And some of the reasons are there where I had to speak in English and I couldn't and I felt embarrassed. Even in my B.Ed college, one day one orientation program organized and we had to speak about some topic and I could not speak a single sentence because I had to speak in English only. So I didn't forget those things. And now as I have become mother, my children, they study in English medium school. I thought that I must learn this language. I had the dream from then, and if I don't know how to speak in English, it would be difficult for me to teach my own children. So I thought, no, now it is so easy from through online, internet is there, smartphone is there, we can learn anything. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
also started from listening. I started listening a lot through by using the earphone while cooking, while doing the dishes. I can say 4 to 5 hours in a day I started listening. Then slowly and gradually I started speaking with my relatives, my cousins, niece. Then I took the help from tutor as well for a couple of months. Then I found some of female friends through one application, and we have been friends for more than 1.5 years. In this, how my journey is going on. But before starting my YouTube journey, I didn't talk to any YouTuber through only one day with my tutor because he is also a YouTuber with whom only I spoke. It was in 2023. Apart from that, I was not practicing through Skype call at all, only with my friends. But now I decided, as I have been guiding some learners, so if I open my YouTube channel, it will also boost up my confidence, and simultaneously people will get to know about me. This is one way of sharing, right? Or
that's
imparting
right.
our knowledge. And through this YouTube also, I'm getting some learners.
An
Yeah.
amazing journey. Yeah, I have the same experience when the training sessions are going on, and we have to express our ideas, our point of view in front of other teachers, and the task related with English. I feel at that time. It comes when in my mind an irrational fear comes into my mind, and I quite embarrassing, and I thought that, and if I learn more and more, then I can speak fluently in front of others. And that's why my journey started. And although nowadays we can take the privilege of the online resources and
Online.
platforms are available now, and we
Yeah.
can make use of it and flourish our environment better.
Yeah. Now we can't give the excuse that we don't have the
No,
environment.
yeah,
I do agree that we don't have the real life environment, but we do have the virtual platforms where we can practice. Even we can make some friends who have the same like-minded people are there,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we can't give the excuse. And it is important to know this language because your mother tongue is Malayalam. I don't
Malayalam.
know ABCD of Malayalam, but because we can't say we don't know anything of English because we all have studied English as a subject, right? So
Yeah.
some basic sentences we are already able to read and write and understand as well. We know some vocabulary from the books
Yeah.
only we have learned. We
Yeah.
already learned grammar as well. But when
Yeah.
it comes to Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, I don't know because you are from southern part. It is your language. But when it comes to Assamese, Bengali, even maybe Hindi also you don't know how to speak. Do you know Hindi?
I can understand Hindi, I cannot
But you can't
speak.
speak. Yeah.
A little
But
bit I
when it
can
comes
speak.
to English, it is a global language. If we
Language.
know how to speak in English, it becomes mostly easy to communicate with
Mhm.
people. Apart from that, it becomes easy to get a job, to get a promotion. Mostly someone wants to work in a private sector or MNCs.
Yes.
I have spoken to
Certainly.
many. Yeah, yeah. And it is
When in
not
the
difficult.
come into our Indian structure, we are teaching English, and children can read together, children can listen together, but all children cannot speak together. That is the limitations we are undergoing in our Indian culture. When it comes to speak, everyone get fumbled or unable to articulate any word. This is the, and then things has been changing now a little
Yes.
bit. And then now we are the teachers also introducing the speaking part too, and they are coaching them. And then let's see what will happen next time.
Actually, what I believe that even though in public school, like government school, the teacher who is the English teacher, the English teacher must know how to speak in English, and he or she should talk to the students in English only. Then only they will also able to learn. What happened in our
Definitely.
our teachers also couldn't speak in English, right?
Right,
Even
right.
I noticed that I have spoken to many people who have studied in English medium school, but they told that it was only by the sake of English medium. But actually,
Yeah.
we also didn't get the environment of speaking in English. But one thing I noticed that if someone has studied English medium school, they don't take much time to become fluent because they have already vocabulary, ample amount of vocabulary. They know how to structure the sentences. It happens to us, we need to think sometimes, am I speaking correct grammar? Even though we know, but while speaking we are not able to think about the grammar, right? But they already know. If you ask the rule that what is the rule here to grammar, they may not be able to answer that, but they will be able to answer this sentence is not correct, this sentence is incorrect, because they have learned by writing, by reading. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the help they get. But still, we should not be pessimistic, as you also have studied in maybe Malayalam medium, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
studied in medium, and we are talking in English only
I
now.
completed my 10 up to 10 in my vernacular medium. After
Mm.
that, it moved to change to English medium. And in nowadays, we while we are taking the class, we can create more ample opportunity to the children for listening, speaking, and as well as writing. Then will the children can enhance their language very easily.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving your precious time. It was really insightful session, and I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for connecting me to. Thank you.
Yeah. You are most welcome.